the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit seated. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that's caught inside the 35.
They should have put a stamp on the
Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How they... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Chark calls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Being chased out left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Carter Landry, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags continue to pull away here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in point.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carter Landry ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shot.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! That's caught. Deontay Johnson from 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 33 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism...
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
Launch is deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 72 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And that, boys... It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete. No. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And got his man, complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 93 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is...
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 91 yards. And the Jaguars can... So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, okay, he says, yeah, I see you, OBJ, from a few years back, but tight ends can make one-handed catches, too.
Are you saying tight ends are wide receivers as well? That's essentially what you're telling me,
I mean,
right?
the lines are becoming more and more blurred.
Look, they're extremely versatile, make all the same plays, and those gloves, they work pretty well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. Oh, they're out there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 49. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that is incomplete. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference. And
this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Welcome to OT with KC, Kevin Connors.
Okay, people, let's make it official. It is time to kick off the first episode of OT with KC. I'm Kevin Connors. I could not be more excited for the debut of our podcast. It is so great to have you with us as we record the show live each week, so we can debate your hot takes, share your questions with our guests, and hey, who knows? I mean, you might even win some bragging rights by answering one of our trivia questions. But if you can't make it during the show, that's all right. You can still interact with us on social to share your ideas for segments or post the kind of hilarious comment that, just has to be repeated on air. And then, of course, you can give us a listen at your own convenience. So you know the drill. Click that subscribe button and you're guaranteed to get the kind of NFL content you simply will not find anywhere else. It's simple as that. That's our mission statement. And now it's time for our very first segment. And I knew we had to have someone special on as our first guest. And let me just say, it is an absolute honor to welcome to the program.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 75 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Now back to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Nothing. Touchdown. DJ Chark. 87 yards. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for...
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meet.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really well.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the
touchdown Jaguars. Carter Landry from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to reach. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown! DJ Chark on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being in Philadelphia, where we find the Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And I would imagine as a receiver you get 1 touchdown. That's great. 2 really good. 3 amazing. You get 4. Yeah, well, he's had 4. I don't know what else to say. It's been impressive.
You're just wondering when the 5th is going to show up, right? That's how it's been for him today, and it's been nothing passive about his game at all. Been aggressive right from the beginning. Route running.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connect.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for a Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. 46 yards.
And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little...
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's a
fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 65 yards.
And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Landry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one is incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kings. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game
also good for us to get that under our belt, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jags, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they...
Well, I couldn't be any more excited about who's joining us here today. She's one of the most popular and prominent voices on discussions related to sports and pop culture. And, of course, when you're not listening to my podcast, you're probably listening to hers, appropriately titled The Nia Polanco Show. Nia, it is great to have you on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me on, Kevin. You know, it's a nice change of pace to be in the guest seat instead of the host seat.
Yeah, you know, a little change of role. But now, look, you've been at it for, what is it, a little over a year now, hosting your show, am I right?
Yeah, it's been about 15 months now. We debuted last spring.
Okay, so you're a savvy old veteran now, and I know in these 15 months, you've managed to cross paths with just about every big name in sports and entertainment. But there's one athlete in particular, Nia, I have to ask you about. You were there on draft night. You watched him get chosen by the Jaguars with their top pick. I think you know where I'm going here.
Yeah, you know, I think I've had more people ask me about him than maybe any of my other guests, which really surprised me initially. It was a great interview, and he was way more candid than I expected he would be. But I think I might have underestimated how culturally relevant he already is.
Exactly. And, you know, that makes two of us. And it wasn't really until the past few weeks that I really started to realize just how much of an impact he's having, obviously on the field, but also off of it. So Nia, let's focus on that off-the-field part for a moment. Because from what I hear, he's got a terrific support system that deserves some of the praise. Am I right?
I think it's fair to give some credit to his inner circle. He brought his agent, Jordan Wright, with him on the show, and you can tell that she's providing some great guidance on how to handle himself. Not saying he wouldn't have figured it out on his own, but he's got his team in place, and that's very important for a young athlete.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no question. You know, and honestly, it's refreshing to see, so kudos to him. All right, so let's talk about your podcast. And it's funny, I was listening to, I think it was your most recent episode, and it's not often when you hear someone call attention to this
YBN want a thing up.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Carter Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be
the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late.
Granted, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their mobile, agile quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would
fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock them. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out.
Joe Judge, I have to say it, going to present his case to the officials. He's thrown out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So Matt LaFleur had it right, and he'll wind up winning that challenge. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Jacksonville.
I've seen a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because
the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Deontay Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. So pass interference, the call, is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
it certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Bowen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football, isn't it?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man right side is Chark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. There. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, he's got that man Landry. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So this offense will head back out there, already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that
launches deep. A jump ball, and this
Don't worry
is
about
caught.
it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Coming up on next week's slate of NFL games, we've got the AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. So we figured, hey, why not do a little did you know about the shared history of these two franchises? And it's one that began in the first regular season game ever played by the Jags, a 10-3.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. The losers their last. Wins here. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there right off the bat.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the draw, Robinson down to the 25.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive.
Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jags on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this 1st half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
2nd and 5. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark on his way to a historic performance. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Gardner Minshew leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry.
Touchdown!
Carter Landry,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off? and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll look to throw here. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defensive.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge, a successful one. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught.
I need to get my swag right there.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Carter Landry
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bishop. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Nashville, good night, everybody.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast the new Nike commercial they debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing. You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. But get this, the final shot, they reserve it for the rookie QB from Jacksonville as he puts on his Jaguars helmet and just stares a hole through the camera. I'm talking a serious mean mug. And look at this. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Of course, some people just can't enjoy a good thing. They're saying it's too much, too soon, blah, blah, blah. But look, that's the get off my lawn crowd anyway. Now, it's not like the kid directed the commercial. He just appears in it. I mean, you tell me. I mean, how many people out there would say no to being in a Nike commercial that gets splashed across primetime TV? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? We're talking about Nike here. Look, anyway, enough about all that. Why don't we get to the segment we actually had planned before I went off on that diatribe? And you know what? It's a good one for a